bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
Here's Burke. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
A nice shot by Knight.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now, here's Burke. He's covered closely. Burke's kicks to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Suns ball.
And Phoenix has possession. It's a 3-point game. Bledsoe outside. Morris a screen. Pass to Tucker. Knight for 3. Can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Burke. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Kicks it to Hayward. Clock at 6. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markieff Morris. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Morris a screen. Here's Knight. Again, the miss by Knight.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now, here's Burke. Guarded by Bledsoe. Hayward on the wing. Pulls up. Knight grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Knight kicks to Bledsoe. Dishes to Morris. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Hayward, left side. That is good.
Hayward, 2 points.
Hayward's got 9 points.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
No good from Bledsoe. The Jazz have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now, here's Burks. He's guarded closely. Hayward outside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Morris kicks to Knight. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Knight's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Burke kicks to Burks. To the left side wing. Knocked away. Chandler with the steal. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Jazz ball.
Jazz trailed by 4. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. Drains it from beyond the arc. Burks has got 5 now.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Bledsoe outside. Morris a screen. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Suns keep it alive. Here's Morris. And the layup's good off the glass.
Assistant.
Morris has got his second basket of the game.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Gobert dishes to Hayward. To the inside. Knight. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Favors with a screen on Bledsoe. Takes the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's Chandler. Gobert with the defensive effort. Now here's Burke. Guarded by Bledsoe. Down low. Favors passes to Hayward. 1 second left. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through 1.
Jazz trailed by 5. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. John Lure's out there with Len. Then there's Price. Then there's Warren. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard. There's the pick. Hood kicks to Booker. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Hood kicks to Burks. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hood. From deep three-point range.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Now, here's Price. Out to the right wing. Shoots from 12. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first points in this one.
And you know, with Utah's play at home, they played in a very jazzy way. No pun intended. And by that, I mean grinding it out. They were really strong on the glass, as they were second in the league in rebounding differential at home.
Passes to Lyles. Out to the wing. Burks can't get it to go. And here's Booker. Jacks up a 3. No good from Price.
And Utah being so good at home is one reason why they've been so competitive for the majority of their seasons. After last year, they became the only team not to lose 60 games in a season.
Lyles passes to Exum. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Price dishes to Len. Off the pick. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Ronnie Price delivering a nice dime.
Booker the pass to Lyles. He dishes it to Hood. Sees the alley-oop. And they're able to recover. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Price outside. One kicks to Booker. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here's Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Warren. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jazz trailed by 8. Exum passes to Lyles. Now Exum. Burks dishes to Booker. Len grabs the board. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Here's Exum.
The Jazz at the timeout.
Utah calls timeout.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective, hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Jazz trailed by 10. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
And for Dante Exum, the first point guard chosen in the 2014 draft, number 5 overall, actually, he was taken over 2 other very talented and arguably more proven point guards coming in, those being Marcus Smart and Elfrid Payton.
And talking about Dante Exum last year, he showed scouts were right when they said he isn't a finished product. He only shot 35% from the field, put up much smaller numbers than other top rookie point guards like, well, what, Smart and Payton.
But looking 3 or 4 years out, you may be singing a different tune. And, Kevin, I think that's what the projection kept any other point guard in that draft.
Out to Burks. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Burks has got 7 points in the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Chandler kicks to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. Phoenix calls timeout.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Jazz trailed by 8.
4 second shot clock violation. Utah ball.
Exum with it. 5 points in the game. Inside.
Phoenix foul ball.
Here's Burks.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his 3rd season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up. Then last season, a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
And Burks hits 2 free throws. Bledsoe outside. Chandler a screen. And there's the pass to Tucker. Knight on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Phoenix no good that time either.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
That's good. And that's now 8 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Hood, the pass to Booker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Morris into the lane. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Burks. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Morris with the screen for Knight. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. He kicks to Hayward. Here's the screen. Knight grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 6. It's tipped. Here's Morris. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Here's Burke. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Gobert, the screen. Burks kicks to Booker. He feeds it to Hayward. That one wide left.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
They get the rebound. And stolen by Booker. Burke with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Now here's Burke. D right on him. Feeds it to Burks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Knight. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Here's Tucker. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Jazz trailed by 10. Now here's Burke. Guarded by Bledsoe. Hayward outside. To the paint. Here's Booker. Another miss by Utah.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Hayward dishes to Gobert. Hayward outside. Looking to end the drought. And he hits the jump shot. Hayward's got 11 points.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Eric Bledsoe.
That's good.
The assist.
And it's 13 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
Suns leading by 11. Knight on the wing. Burks covering. Morris a screen. Bledsoe passes to Morris. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The dish now to Hayward. Booker up top. Here's Burks. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Pelicans. Price outside. They set the pick. One kick kicks to Booker. Lets it go with the three. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Suns on top. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Just absolute domination in this one for Knight. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. An exceptional performance from Brandon Knight.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the three. Trevor Booker is out there with Gobert. And it's Exum in the one spot. Here's Booker. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Pass to Len. Booker dishes to Price. Burks with the steal. Hayward passes to Gobert. Now here's Burks. And Booker kicks to Exum. Offensive rebound. Takes a three. That's good. Exum's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Jazz.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Price dishes to Lure. Got a piece of it.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East. That's one for their first four to start the second half.
Price with the ball. Now defended by Exum. And he gets it to go. Booker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Price. Clock at 4. From 12 feet out. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got 10 points.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Hayward against Price. Hayward kicks to Gobert. Here's Exum. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
Price kicks to Warren. Over to the left wing. Here's Booker. Offline with his 3. Jazz trailed by 11.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Burke comes in for Dante Exum. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Bledsoe, here we go. Chandler.
Tyson Chandler.
Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And Chandler sends it back. Suns leading by 11. And Tucker has it in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Jazz have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Burks, the pass to Gobert. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And not known as a rim rattler. I mean, he's usually kind of rooted to the floor, not elevating to the rim.
Well, Greg, with his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that
point.
rim.
And I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
And Chandler throws it down.
Brandon Knight.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Morris a screen. Bledsoe dishes to Morris. Here's Burke. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. But they'll get another chance. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
Suns leading by 11. And here is Knight. 14 points for him. Kicks to Chandler. Poked away. Dishes it to Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Bledsoe for 3. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, that's airtight defense. Not much room to get that shot off.
Burke kicks to Favors. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Pass to Hayward. Inside. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Tucker. Takes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 11.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Burke, the pass to Hayward. It's stolen by Morris. Now Tucker. Pass to Morris. Out tonight. He dishes it to Tucker. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. Jazz trailed by 11. Now the feed to Burks. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 corners to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Elevation on the finish.
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. I'll tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season. And now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And the Jazz call time here.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Good checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Burke, and it's Ronnie Price with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Favors with the screen. The pass to Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. That's good. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Now, here's Exum. He's tightly guarded. Fires from deep. Good. Hits the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Price. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
Last break, here come the Jazz. And then Favors with the dunk.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hander.
There's a screen. Shot off the pick. And he overshot that one, missing.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Rejected by Len.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Exum dishes to Gobert. Hayward outside. Back to Gobert. And that one is stuffed right through.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Bledsoe outside. Down low. Knight.
Brandon Knight.
Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 16 points for Brandon Knight.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Hayward. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The Suns have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
They haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Both shots good from the stripe. Exum with it. He's got 10. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He kicks it to Hood. Favors with the screen. Down low. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Gobert.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
And we've watched. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And so here's Phoenix. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the 5. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. 4 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And that one hits back iron. Jazz trailed by 8. Feeds to Hood. Now here's Booker, covered by Morris. Here's Burks. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays to get them fired up in the past.
Here is Bledsoe. He feeds it tonight. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
The assist.
18 points for Brandon Knight.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Burks, the pass to Booker. And again, it's Utah. Suns leading by 6. Tipped away. Bledsoe dishes tonight. Chandler a screen. It's Knight with the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And he gets the bucket. And 12 points for Dante Exum. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Bledsoe kicks tonight. Back to Bledsoe. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Utah calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Here's Lyles. He's guarded by Chandler. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. There's the dish to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. Morris a screen. Clock at 6. Tucker can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the Jazz call time here. One of the stories here, Brandon Knight getting it done today.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Here's Exum. Shot clock at 6. Hood. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Bledsoe passes to Morris. Back to Bledsoe. Bledsoe with another miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Exum dishes to Hood. Goes up on the wing. Phoenix leading by 7. And here's Bledsoe. Pass tonight. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Bledsoe kicks tonight. Chandler is screen. Back to Bledsoe. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. To the paint. And the dunk by Chandler.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now Burks leans from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Exum with it. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete. Really shows great promise. Has tremendous size and length for a point guard. Can also play the 2. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
For the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Lyles. Favors comes in for Booker. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Hood. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Gobert with the block. But they recover it. Bledsoe passes to Chandler. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Dante Exum.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
At the top of the key, Hayward. True on the 14-footer. For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place.
Bledsoe dishes tonight. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quick.
Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improve his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, not only was his shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnovers.
Burks can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
A nice shot by Tucker.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Favors with the screen. Exum kicks to Burks. Gobert with a screen on Knight. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Bledsoe outside. Knight. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Morris a screen. Bledsoe passes to Knight. Morris with the screen for Knight. Morris left side. It's stolen by Gobert. Hayward outside. Kicks to Favors. Rebound by the Suns. Morris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here is Bledsoe. Morris right side. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
What a night so far for Morris. 8 rebounds, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
This is to Hayward.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Suns.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Jazz.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Knight. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Exum. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Up top, Favors. Pass to Burks. Shot clock at 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Phoenix ball.
And it's the Suns with the ball. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Now here's Bledsoe. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.